Perfect. Just a moment more. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to Magical Monday Manifestations. My name is Valerie Lewis. I will be your tarot reader for today. Let's just make sure everything is going right over there on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. And all of my Zoom people. Okay, I'm ready. I'm rocking and rolling now. Let's get going. I'm Valerie Lewis. This is Magical Monday Manifestations. We do a full and complete tarot and oracle card pull and whatever messages come through from spirit. A very intuitive reading for you all today. This is to set our weeks up for success, to manifest, hence the title, Magical Monday Manifestations, to manifest and create our reality with guidance from spirit, guidance from source, as to what we can best focus on and what's going to benefit us for this week. And so, that being said, we might do things a little bit different today. We'll see. We got Mercury retrograde along with 5 other planets in retrograde. If y'all are not feeling it, bless your hearts. I said to myself this morning, I was talking to a friend and I was like, because that friend was going through some things, it was just this weird energy. And I was like, do you think maybe it could be the retrogrades that are going on? And then I started to say, the retrogrades aren't really bothering me. Thank goodness. Y'all, Spirit was like, bitch, what? let me show you how much them retrogrades are about to fuck with you. That's what the Spirit said to me this morning. In any case, I am here and we are going to do this and we are going to let the retrogrades benefit us. How about that? Retrogrades get a bad rep, but they're there for a reason. Everything has a reason and a place. So apparently there's some things. A lot of times retrogrades, they hit you all differently based on your chart, based on where you are, based on what you're dealing with. But I will say that even in the moment where I'm like, the retrogrades really aren't bothering me, it is giving me a time to slow down, to make sure that I'm clicking on the right buttons, because everything seems to be doing its own thing as far as technology. When I restart my Zoom, when I go to my website. So I just need to slow down. Maybe that's the message for this morning. Just slow down. With that in mind, if you are not affected by it, bless your heart. I send you all the good vibes. Please send us some good vibes. But if for some reason, any reason, you're feeling a little off kilter, you're feeling a little sluggish, you're feeling a little unmotivated, you're just feeling like you want to take a nap, all symptoms of retrogrades. It's okay. We're all going to make it through this together. If you have a bunch of stuff from your past coming up, all symptoms of retrogrades. If your ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends are calling you, don't answer. It's all symptoms of retrograde. And don't let yourself be the one calling your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend either. Just let this retrograde pass. With that in mind, though, let's see what the cards have to say about how we can best deal with anything that's going on, but specifically these energies that are asking us to slow down and spend some time in reflection. What can we reflect on? How can this best help us during this time? I do believe I have the chat open. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. I said I want to do it a little bit differently. We have 17 people here. I'm going to tell y'all right off the bat, I am not ignoring you. If I do not get to your comment, it just means Valerie is trying to multitask, and sometimes she doesn't always do that effectively. But right now, I'm going to ask, if you are dealing with something specific or want guidance on something specific, put it in the chat. I don't usually do it this way. And YouTube, I apologize, but if you're chatting over there on YouTube, I'm not able to multitask to that extent. I cannot see YouTube comments at this time. I'm speaking to the people who are on the live Zoom call. If there's something specific that you would like guidance on, I don't normally do this, but go ahead and put it in the chat. I feel like we could all use a little extra oomph a little extra boost, a little extra something, a little extra help, guidance. Help us, Spirit. All right. I think I have shuffled enough. I'm going to start pulling tarot cards and see where the messages take us this morning. This morning, as Medea says. I don't think I put my phone on mute. Maybe I should do that too. This is interesting because I'm only getting 3 cards from this deck, but I think I'm going to pull from a second deck once we get through with these 3. Ooh, and they're good ones too. First card is, this is the Tarot of the Night, Tarot de la Nuit, for those of you that speak French, because that's the actual title. First card up, 10 of Wands. I love this card. Girl on fire. That's what I think every time I pull this card from this deck. Alicia Keys. She's just a girl and she's on fire. Pardon my off-key singing. But she is on fire with her head down. Wands is all about that fire, that inner passion, but she looks like she's kind of tired, you know, like in her, all of her glory. For those of y'all who have seen the Hunger Games, Katniss, her dress when she spins and it lights on fire and there's I love that scene. I want to dress like that. I love that scene. But that will be her on a normal day in all her glory, on fire, on flame. That's her statement. But today it looks like she's just like, yeah, not today. She's just tired. And that's kind of the message of the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is traditionally shown with an individual carrying all 10 wands by themselves. And the idea of the 10 of Wands is 10s are completions, end of journey. She might be tired because she is at the end of her journey. We all know that once one journey ends, another one begins, but she's completing something. Retrogrades are often about completing things. She's completing something and she's feeling either mentally tired, physically tired, spiritually tired, whatever it is. She's not quitting. She's just tired. She's still standing upright. She's still looking out at the sun. She's not quitting. She's just tired. And so this is often I get the message of who can you call for help when I pull the 10 of Wands? Who can lift your spirits, even if they're not there physically to help you do whatever you need to do? Who can lift your spirits in this moment? Who can you call for help that can make you feel like spinning around in that dress instead of just, yeah, I'm okay. So that's the 10 of Wands. Okay. Now we're going to switch it up. Elizabeth, my dear, what is the 10 of Wands to you? Oh, I'm going to have to do it like this. There we go.
Oh, okay. Exactly. You know what? Exactly what you're saying. I actually drew the 3 of Cups against it. If I could let you know how they tie together.
Absolutely.
Thank you. The 3 of Cups, if you can see it, it's a light seer deck, but it's 3 women. And Valerie's talking about the feeling of exhaustion or maybe the light not shining quite as bit. And the conclusion of her journey. In this card, the Big Dipper is going to scoop these women up and carry them just long enough so that they're upright in their own energy and set back down safely. When I saw this against your card, I was like, oh my God, I'm going on a roller coaster ride right now. But you said about closure or culmination coming from retrograde, so I feel so much more peaceful now about it. Thank you.
Yay, thank you so much. I know some people are reading cards along with me, so that's why I wanted to pull that additional information in. And because I myself am taking that message of the 10 of Wands. When I'm feeling low energy, do I have helpers? Absolutely. Elizabeth's going to give us a little bit of help and give us a little bit of insight on the cards for today. So somebody in the chat said, I feel like that girl lately, tired and fiery. Yes, tired and fiery. I like it. And next we have the Ace of Wands. New beginnings. Isn't that interesting? 10, Ace. So something is completing in your life, and that's okay. And maybe you're tired, but keep looking forward, keep moving forward. That thing that's completing is going to be quickly over, because right after it, the very next card was Ace of Wands. And to me, sometimes the cards themselves, how they show up in the reading, give me a little bit of timing. So we have something that is completing in our life. And then I didn't get a whole bunch of cards in between talking about how to complete it or what you're going to work on or what that's going to bring about. I got a completion card, and then I got a new beginning card right after it. So whatever you are wrapping up, whatever has got you feeling tired, it's something that you've been working on for a while. It's all about your personal power and your energy, because we're talking about wands, we're talking about passion, we're talking about skills, but you're wrapping something up. Something maybe that you were passionate about at one time, it's coming to an end because it's just not lighting you up inside. Or maybe something that you were very passionate about is moving into a new stage, a new level. Like, for instance, if it's something in your job, maybe you just got a promotion, but still something is ending so that that new beginning can take place. And whatever that is for you, however that manifests for you, your job this week is to let it go peacefully as possible. And 10, this particular card, call in your helpers. If you need help with letting go, if you need someone to help you shoulder the burden of whatever this is that you're trying to release, if you need help with just tying up the ends, maybe it's something that you are physically doing, like moving. Maybe you need somebody to come and help wrap because you packed up the whole house and you're just too tired to put tape on the boxes. That's okay. Call in somebody to help you with those last final things so that you can go ahead and move in right away to this next phase. Ace of Wands, still in your personal power, but showing a new start, a fresh start, feeling a little bit rejuvenated for whatever it is that you've been working on. Ace of Wands. I'm going to go to the book on that one. I am just confused. Are you confused with the reading? Oh no. Or just confused in general. Ace of Wands. I want to see what it says about this. You hold the key. Okay, that's why there's a lock and key. You hold the key that can unlock everything. Go for it. You have a project in mind, and I'm here to encourage you to get it done enthusiastically. Don't waste time on planning, just do it. Did y'all hear that? That's the Ace of Wands, that fire energy. Stop planning, get out of your head, do the damn thing. This next part. All big bangs start in the dark. Somebody feeling dark, somebody feeling lost, somebody feeling confused, lack of clarity. This card is coming to you to say, move forward anyway. Move forward anyway. All big bangs start in the dark. The forest behind me is not to be feared. It is a new territory of potentials and ideas that can be conquered. Your breakthrough moment is now. Time has come for you to use your skills and your talents properly. Plant the seeds and make them grow. Like a spider, weave your web. The red flower in my hair shows the red passion you have to demonstrate right now. She has a fully blossomed red flower in her head, which means something is ready to go right now, and you're holding on to it. Don't do that. Move forward. And then y'all are going to love this. It's not me, it's spirit. The Knight of Wands. We got all wands today. Somebody tell me what knights are. I've been saying it for over a year.
Action.
Yes, action. Move forward. So not only are we having that completion, new start, a lot of times we sit in this new start and we think about the ideas or we think about the next step forward. And that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying for this week right now, Spirit is trying to get us out of that funk that we might be feeling by telling us that now is the time to act. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. If it's an action that ends up being not the right action, learn from it, but take some kind of action this week. Knight of Wands is moving, action, moving forward. Let me see what the Knight of Wands from this book has to say. I love this this deck, because all of the definitions, all of the interpretations, it's as if the character in the card is speaking to you. It's first, it says I or this, and so I really love that. It's as if the character from the card is speaking to you. And we need Knight of Wands. To see what she, and because most of them are female characters. Knight of Wands. Come on, I just had it. The fire of my soul. I am pure energy. I believe in fire and action. I'm ready to fight if that's what it takes. I fear no one. I fear nothing. Courage is my armor to always move forward. Courage to move forward. Some find me too impulsive or too aggressive or too bold or too impatient. Frankly, I don't care. Y'all, that's my girl. That's how I feel. Frankly, I don't care. Those who criticize me are those who never achieve anything. I'm not interested in spineless people. I want brave hearts who will act. No more thinking, no more talking. The land is to be conquered, the battle is to be won. I spread my fiery light upon you so that you can join me. Have confidence in yourself. I want glory, and so do you. Show your ambition and inner fire for night's sake. I love it. Move forward and use some of her energy. She's gifting you some of her fiery energy. Whatever you feel like doing, do it. Or do it to the best extent that you can this week. And I mean whatever. This is about following an impulse to help get you out of whatever you might be dealing with, to help shake things up. It doesn't have to be a big, bold, I'm launching my business or I'm launching a course. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be I'm going to propose to that man who I met yesterday. It doesn't have to be that big. It can be, I'm sitting at home and I feel like maybe I should go out and get a sandwich instead of fix the food that's in my, just do it. Whatever that impulse is, follow that impulse, because that, whatever that is the first step in getting you into action and moving through this mucky feeling that I think some of us are feeling. Not everyone, but some of us. Over in the chat, Ace of Wands is direct connection to the all-consuming flame of the feminine divine. I like that. Elizabeth, what say you? Did you have any additional insight? Are you still pulling cards alongside me?
You know, I do have an insight really quick, and I was pulling cards alongside you. I wanted to say too that your outlook on the cards is amazing, and it's making me see my cards differently, because I've been in this funk recently, and just listening to you and staring at the cards in front of me is I can feel it lifting. Like I can understand what Valerie is saying. I can understand what's happening in front of me. So thank you so much. But yes, I did want to say an overwhelming message I'm getting in this card is that the power in this group is really control. Each of you has, I'm kind of shooting right now, but each of you has this immense power within you. And I feel like everyone is pretty equal in how they're dispensing it. No one is getting so exhausted that they're going to pass out, but they may feel very low. But there's still that sense of control power about, it was the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the control power in the room. So I was kind of overwhelmed by that and stopped. And then I just started listening to you and feeling that power. So, well, I got goosebumps. I feel a lot better coming today. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I am going to that new deck I told y'all about. Got a new deck while I was in Denver. It was graciously gifted to me from a friend who the deck just didn't resonate with her, so she let me have it. And I think this is very appropriate to let us know. Now, we already know this is part 2 of the message. Do not let this detract from part 1, which is y'all need to take some kind of action, some type of inspired action this week. Part 2, because we are collectively experiencing a retrograde, and even if y'all don't believe in the retrogrades have an effect on you, we're all currently, as a human condition, as being human, we're always letting go of something to let something new in. If you're not, your life probably sucks. I'm just gonna tell you. If you're like, no, I don't let go of nothing, well, then your life probably sucks. You gotta let go of something to let something new in. So with that in mind, I'm pulling from this new deck, and it's very odd. It's not a deck I think I would have chosen for myself. It's called Ghosts and Spirits. And when I think of ghosts and spirits, I think of things that have passed on. So I'm thinking, maybe this card will give us some insight as to what we can let go of. I got one card, two cards. We're going to go with two cards and then we're going to stop. Ooh, now isn't this interesting? I might have to think about this one for a minute. What can we let go of? Oh, nope, I got it. I was going to go to the book. Nope, Spirit told me in my ear. What can we let go of? And I pulled the Empress. The Empress is generally a very, very positive card. It's one of the major arcana. It's considered the divine, feminine, earthly, physically manifested mother figure of the tarot. The Empress is most linked with Mother Earth, often portrayed as Mama Gaia, as Pachamama, connected with the earth, usually shown in lush vegetation to symbolize abundance. So why would we want to let go of her? I'm gonna tell you why. This is coming directly from Spirit, because she's also known as the divine nurturer. And something in our nature has us nurturing and taking care of either people, places, or situations that have grown to a level of maturity and we're still trying to nurture them. As parents, if you're a parent, you know that feeling all too well. But it could also be a project that is ready to leave the nest, or a relationship that's grown to maturity and it's time to move into a new phase. So this, as the ultimate nurturer, and the message is let go of the over nurturing, like something has been nurtured to the point of completion. Also, that 10 of Wands coming back up, but you're still tied to it because you still feel like there's more work to be done. Like you might have a 37-year-old son living in your basement. I hope this is not applying to anybody because I'm not singling you out. 30-year-old son living in your basement. Many of us returned to our parents' basements during COVID, so that is not a detraction. But maybe you're still washing laundry for your son. Maybe you're still cooking breakfast. Maybe you're still packing your son's lunch before they go. The nurturing needs to be backed off. You need to let go of some of that, because that individual, I'm giving you a very bizarre analogy, but because that individual has been nurtured enough and now they need to take their own path forward. So I hope you all can relate that to whatever in your life makes sense. Mm-hmm. Something in your life you are doing over nurturing. You did the nurturing that was adequate and called for, and now you are continuing to do it. And that's what you need to let go of, because that situation, that person, that relationship needs to grow on its own now. You can still be a part of it, but it needs to grow on its own without you nurturing it any further. So that's what we need to let go of. And then I also got the Three of Cups, which is so interesting because Elizabeth pulled the Three of Cups. And I pulled this in relation to what do we need to let go of. Let me fill into this one a little bit. And Elizabeth's was reversed too. So that is kind of the same thing as far as letting go. The message that I'm getting is past relationships. I'm still getting that, because the Three of Cups speaks to partnerships. And let me not say relationships, partnerships. This can be so many things. Please do not get in your mind that this is only referring to a partnership with another individual. This can be your partnership with your car. Maybe you are over nurturing your car and it's time to buy a new car. This can be a partnership with anything in your life that has run its course, that this partnership needs to be let go of so that a new, more advantageous partnership can replace it. And that partnership can mean many things. I'm seeing it as you being tied to something. So maybe it's your partnership with your obligations, your partnership with your responsibilities. It doesn't have to be a physical person, but it is something that has run its course that needs to be let go of. And they keep showing it to me as you tied to something and you need to release those ties. Yes, this is the Three of Cups. And this is from Ghost and Spirits Tarot, which now that I'm actually pulling cards from it, I really like the imagery. I really do. I mean, that is just a beautiful card. We have a musician, I don't know, a dancer. I don't even see the third person. Do y'all see the third person? I don't. Interesting. Maybe if I look at it a little bit closer. It's actually just, it looks like just two people. It looks like this person is living and this person is the ghost. But what's so interesting is this person looks as if she's dancing and the ghost is the one playing the music. Y'all can pull from that anything you want, but I just wanted to point out the artistry. But the message of the card is to let go of the relationships that are no longer serving you. Read what the book says. I wonder what the book says. Let's see what the book says. Cups. Three of Cups. The ghost is the one playing the music. Interesting. That's what I interpreted. Three of Cups says, oh, they're actually named Asperus and Gandharvas. They are Hindu spirits who embody beauty, the musical arts, and natural phenomenon. The Asperus were nymphs associated with sky, water, and forest. They performed sumptuous dances while their Gandharvas, lovers, played their instruments for the gods. I know I'm saying this wrong. The Asperus and the Gandharvas possess powers of healing, truth, and fecundity. That's a new word for me. Somebody Google that. Fecundity. The warmth of golden hues commingles with blue. Fire and water are joined in harmonious display of beauty and rhythm. The interplay of emotion is made apparent through eye contact, windows of the soul. The flowing drapery signals that it is time to go with the flow and embrace love and friendship. But we pulled this as far as what to let go of. So we need to let go of those loves and those friendships that are no longer serving us, so that we can embrace new love and friendships that are serving us. Donnell, I see a hand up.
I have a dictionary app on my phone.
Oh, yay. Word. Educate me.
I'm gonna murder the pronunciation. Fecund, fruitful in offspring or vegetation, or intellectually productive or inventive to a marked degree.
Okay. So they possess the powers of that. Okay, thank you. I'm typing in the chat their names in case anyone wants to do further research. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Here we go. That's interesting. I'm glad somebody suggested that I should go to the book, because I had no idea that the book referred to different types of spirits. Now I'm going to go to the book every time I pull a card. Lovely, thank you. Fruitful and offspring of vegetation. All right, so that's what we have for tarot. Let's move on to Oracle. I did not see that anyone put anything specific to what they might be working on. Aha, I do. There's a choice. There's a big choice over in the chat. And confused, that sounds like 7 of Cups. Confused as to what choice is up next. Guidance regarding mom, maybe it's just the living. Okay, we got some things coming in. Okay. Now, even though I see those, I'm still going to pull general cards, and then I'm going to let you apply these to what you might be experiencing. Let's pull up some Keepers of the Light. That sounds right. Let's pull up some star codes, because we have so much going on astrologically. Maybe we can get some help there. 7 of Cups is the card that instantly popped into my head when I heard someone say that they're dealing with a big decision and they're confused, they're not sure what to do. And that's the picture of the 7 of Cups. Is somebody looking at 7 of Cups from their vantage point, they can't see what's underneath the cups and they're confused and they don't know which cup to choose. And that card, every time I pull that card, the message is choose anything, make a decision and line up with it. Not just make a decision and line up with it. And what does that mean when you make a decision and line up with it? First of all, you let your intuition lead you. You're looking at all 7 choices and your intuition is not giving you a hit on anyone. Close your eyes and pick something. It doesn't matter. If you really are not getting anything from your intuition, then that's your intuition saying it doesn't matter. Close your eyes and pick something. What matters is that you line up with that decision. So what matters is that whatever cup you turn over, whatever you see under that as your choice, line up with it and say, this is going to be the best thing for me in this moment. And I'm going to stay with this until something else informs me otherwise. That's how you line up with it. Okay, keepers of the light. Higher learning. I've heard his name pronounced so many other ways. I say it Melchizedek. Y'all can say it however you want. Higher learning. Let's see what it says in the small print. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Inner study. Interesting. Melchizedek. Melchizedek. I think that's how you say it. Oh, look, it tells me right in the book. It doesn't say that on all the cards. And here I am stuttering over pronouncing it. And it says on this card, it tells me how to pronounce it. Melchizedek, pronounced Melchizedek. So I guess I was kind of saying it right. Is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. He is here to assist the earth through the ascension process, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. Oh, I love that explanation of an ascension. Y'all have heard a million different ways of what the ascension is. I love this one. Moving everyone and everything back to a state of love and harmony. I love it. His message, you have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Y'all, that's a lot of information right there. I'm gonna read it one more time. You are preparing for a transition or an inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There is a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. Meditate. How many of you who are feeling confused and kind of off center and sluggish and just like, oh, I can't wait for this to go. How many of you sat down and said, now is the perfect time to meditate? Is my and conveying my judgment? Maybe you might ought to want to meditate. Maybe, I don't know. Just a suggestion from Spirit Almighty. Meditate. Okay, the next one I'm going to Star Codes Astro. Ooh, interesting. Moving past the new level of fear sounds amazing to me, sounds lovely to me. And I cannot wait to see what I'm fearful of that I am going to let go of. Sometimes we don't even know. We're processing and working and moving and processing and working and moving. And we look back and we're like, man, that thing that I was scared about, I moved right past it. I never even noticed it. Wherever it is, I am ready for it. More aware of how much I get in my own way as I try to meditate. Yes. Make it easy, make it fun. Okay, what does Star Codes have to tell us? Oracle deck. That one. Aquarius. Let me get the shine off of it because it's a really pretty card. Aquarius number 11, and it says collaborate. Aquarius to me is that card that I always feel when I see Aquarius, it's go with the flow. Because I mean, it's a water bearer and she's always pouring water out, or they're always pouring water out. And I always think, first thing I always think is go with the flow. Have I been going with the flow? Probably not as much as I could. I hear you, Spirit. You can always go more. You can always go more. You know how I know you can always go with the flow more, no matter where you are in life, no matter how flowy you think you are, there's always more. It's because you're not dead yet. When we are dead, we are completely in flow. If you're still breathing and alive, there's more flow that you can reach for. Don't go kill yourself so that you can all be in flow. Please don't hear my words say that. That's not what I mean. I just mean there's always more that we can do. Okay, the symbol for Aquarius. Oh, look at this. It's not water. I always think it's water. It's air. Aquarius is air. But it says the symbol for Aquarius is not water, but the water bearer. The person fetching. It's Aquarius air. I'm messing it all up. Look, nobody knows. Look at everybody. It's Aquarius. Somebody, I got some astrologers out there somewhere. Sophia, Marie, I'm going to figure it out.
My God, yes, Aquarius is air.
Is it air? Okay.
Yes, it's the water bearer.
The water bearer, but it's air. Okay.
Yeah.
The symbol for Aquarius is not water, but the water bearer, the person fetching, carrying, and pouring the water, who provides a great service to the community. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn in traditional astrology and co-ruled by Uranus in modern astrology, and is connected to the ankles, which we use to turn from one person to another in conversation. That's very interesting. Okay, so the message for us from the stars: live by your philosophy. Aquarius traditional ruler Saturn asks us to know what society expects of us and to care about our reputation. However, Aquarius's co-ruler Uranus encourages us to free ourselves from traditional or others' opinions and be able to think outside of the box. Yes, this can feel like a paradox, but it offers a healthy tension to manifest the true you. Know the pattern and then riff on it with your own invention. Y'all know what riffing means. I hope y'all know what riffing means. It's doing your own thing. So learn the pattern and then decide how you're going to change the pattern, how you're going to add your own individuality to the pattern. Cultivate allies. Find others called by the same causes and work together. Weave people together to create community. I love it. Consciously maintain a balance between your own needs and those of the collective. So that's going back to making sure you're not over nurturing, to making sure you're not over providing for someone who can provide for themselves. So that's what we have from the stars. What other decks do y'all want to hear from? Pisces is water. That's right. Yep. A good way to remember that Aries is not water is because it's right next to Pisces. That's what somebody put in the chat. And Pisces, we know it's water because Pisces is a fish. And they don't put two waters right next to each other. The wheel of astrology. I feel like we still need some extra help, but I'm not sure where we need help from. Spirit. Holy Spirit. What's what you would like us to know?
Valerie, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
When you were saying about time to stop the nurturing, let this go, I pulled the 3 of Swords and I was like, oh my God, I had never thought about heartbreak, like letting your idea or your baby, in this case, not your baby, your idea. Okay, I have a business plan I'm trying to implement and I'm terrified. That's the whole thing I'm getting out of this. And I was like, 3 of Swords. It's like, and I also got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm scared to move forward, but I need to trust that I have mastered enough skill to move forward. I doubt myself. So anyway, goosebumps. Okay, I'm so happy I'm here this morning. Thank you for this.
Yay, absolutely. You know what? Another way I always read the Three of Swords, not that I pulled it, but since you mentioned it, it must be spirit driven. The Three of Swords is often shown as someone in anguish with their heart being broken, or three swords piercing their heart. Yes, absolutely, heartbreak. But I like to see what's beyond the heartbreak. What happens after the heartbreak? And I always see that as a heart opening. Like there's in the Light Seers Tarot, it shows this woman in anguish, but the heart is literally being ripped apart. But I see that as breaking open so that more light can come out, or so that more love can come out, or so that more love can be received. So yes, it hurts and it's painful while we're going through it, but the other side of that heartache and that pain is a bigger opening of our heart space. Bigger opening, either so that we can give more love or so that we can receive more love. So yes to all of that.
Well, I'll stop talking after this, but when you're saying that, the heart is a muscle. So like if I'm lifting weights, I'm tearing my arm muscles, but you tear the muscles so when they regrow, they're bigger and stronger. So that Three of Swords, like you're saying, allowing your heart to heal. If I'm healthier, I can be healthier for others. If I am stronger, I can be stronger for others. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you. All right.
Love it. Thank you, my co-reader for today, Elizabeth. Okay. Number 13, effort from numerology. Now that's very interesting. Effort is a word I use very conscientiously, because I don't think we should be doing a lot of efforting unless it's in alignment with what Spirit is asking us to do. So I have not pulled this card from this deck before. I have no idea what it's going to say. I hope it says something good. I hope it doesn't contradict my own beliefs. Do you ever do that? You pull from a new deck and you're like, I hope this is not going to tell me something that I don't believe in, especially when you're reading in front of a group. And then I have to eat my words. This card indicates a time when extra effort is required to overcome your current obstacles and challenges. So that's very much in alignment. If we're feeling like our feet are stuck in the mud and the muck and we're not feeling motivated, extra effort is required to move forward, to take that action that we were told to take. It might not feel like something that you should be doing this week. Extra effort is going to be required. You're now being tested, and your attitude is the key. Rather than surrender to self-pity, laziness, negativity, or frustration, you must utilize your inner power, for you are stronger than you think. When the going gets tough, the tough must get going. So pull yourself together and have faith in your success. Have faith in your success. EB, have faith in your success. I don't often call people out, but I will today when I feel called to call people out, I'm gonna call people out. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to call upon your inner and outer resources to achieve the outcome you desire. Rather than succumb to quick fix solutions, shortcuts, or manipulation, you must plan, focus, and act with tenacity and drive. With effort and determination, you will break through all restrictions that are presently holding you back. The cycles of your life are calling you to put extra effort into overcoming your challenges. Never give up, and your success is guaranteed. An affirmation, I talked about affirmations yesterday, an affirmation: with optimism, faith, and effort, I overcome my challenges. Yay! Let's see. Somebody put something about shortcakes, strawberry shortcakes. I love strawberry shortcakes. I don't know what y'all talking about. I just saw shortcakes over in the chat. That's from numerology. Let's talk about how we can take care of ourselves this week as we deal with this encouragement to move forward, even if we're faced with challenges. How can we take care of ourselves while we are doing all of this? A cosmic kick in the ass. Somebody just put in chat that it's like that this reading today is like a cosmic kick in the ass. You're welcome. All right. Ooh, y'all. Right on time. Self-care. Burning bowl ritual number 7. Burning bowl ritual number 7. Look, crystals and pens and papers And even that bowl, it looks like it's like a cosmic space bowl.
7.
Card number 7, burning bowl ritual. All right, let's see what that says. So we already know it's going to be about releasing something. We already started out talking about letting go of and releasing. So this says, fire is a powerful tool. Fire is a power. Slow down, Valerie. Didn't I say that was my message? Fire is a powerful tool for transmuting negative energies, letting go of old patterns and stories, and sending prayers out to the universe. Connect with the fire element to release whatever is no longer serving you to manifest your desires. To prepare for your ritual, ask yourself these questions and write down the answers on individual pieces of paper. First question, I will post these online later for those of you that want to review them. But the first question, what old stories about you, people in your life, or the world do you want to let go of? Next question, what experiences have you lived through or conquered that require acknowledgement? A moment to pat yourself on the back. Number 3, what thought patterns, beliefs, experiences, or people do you want to let go of? And number 4, what do you want to manifest? Next, prepare a safe fire, burn your pieces of paper, and send your wishes off into the universe for manifestation. You can use a campfire, a barbecue, or a small bowl placed in your sink to keep it extra safe. As you watch the paper burn, imagine your wishes as if they have already happened. Imagine yourself free of worry. Imagine yourself liberated from what's been holding you back. Say to yourself, and so it is, so it must be. A final journal prompt to go along with this. How do you feel after completing the fire burning ritual? And is there anything that you'd like to release? And then the mantra is, I surrender to the fire of transformation and allow light to guide the way. Beautiful. I love it. Matches and accelerants. Somebody's got a lot of shit to burn. All right. I see you. You're in the same city as me, so please don't burn the city down. That's all I'm going to ask. Be safe. I don't want to hear about you on news at 5. Okay, I think that is a good note to end on. And I'm feeling something else, another message that's needing to come through. And I'm not sure what that is or where that needs to come from. Let me listen for just a moment. Got it. I didn't even pull from the Oracle of the Unicorns today. No unicorn messages. Maybe I'll pull a card and post it later online. TarotUnicornsandCoffee.com. For those of you who are not aware, when I mention that I will post something from these card pulls online, that's where I post it. TarotUnicornsandCoffee.com. You do need to be a member to see the feed, to see the news feed where I post things. However, you can sign up for a free membership to gain access to that. So go ahead and do that. The last deck that I am going to pull from is Mystical Shaman Oracle. Before I pull from that deck, I'm going to do one last thing, which I should have done in the beginning, and I do apologize. Just one moment. Okay, I'm posting something over in chat for those of you on YouTube. It's a survey. I will post it on YouTube a little bit later. It's a 2-question survey that I'm asking everyone to complete. You can do it anonymously. It just gives me some feedback on what you like about these events and what you would like to see me add to these events. So the card is Eagle, number 16. This is what we're going to wrap up with. This is the final message that Spirit has to give us about our week, about how we can move forward. Maybe I should turn my book right side up. It makes reading easier generally. Eagle. Eagle comes from the east, the place of the rising sun, of new beginnings. She soars high in the sky, sees the smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture, and nests in the high mountains. For Eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities. She calls you to ascend, to acquire perspective, so you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. The invitation, have you become trapped? Have you become trapped in your daily routine and feel you do not know where to go and what to do next? Have you lost your sense of purpose? Eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? When was the last time you opened your wings? Each of you personally knows what that feels like because you've done it once or twice before. Maybe the last time was way back in childhood. Do it. And if you're like, I don't even know what opening my wings feels like, I've lost myself so far, I'm gonna tell you this experience, this activity to do, go outside, put your arms out and run around like a little kid and just say that your wings are open and just see how that feels. Just see how that feels. Sometimes we have to get real silly and real juvenile to come back to ourselves. So one activity for you, but this also says, Eagle reminds you, yeah, my eyesight is really going. Eagle eyes, because my eyesight is shot. Eagle reminds you that your spirit was born to soar to the heavens. As you contemplate choices, this is for that person that was asking about choices. As you contemplate choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop, sheltered from life, coming to the regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? If your answer is the latter, then you must accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. So out of all of your choices, which one feels most like freedom? And then go with that one. Overcome your fear about what that choice means and go with the one that feels most like freedom. It is time to see through the eyes of Eagle. Let your vision of the whole and of its parts become laser-like and set your priorities straight. What did you come here to do in this life? Did you come to climb the ladder of financial or social success? Did you come to become a better person, to heal your heart, to realize your essential self? What is your desire? What is your mission here on earth? No more excuses. Of course, you do not have enough time, enough money, or enough sleep. Yet the time is now to fly to your chosen purpose. If you postpone it, you are betraying yourself. Look through the eyes of the eagle and consider every obstacle as an opportunity. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. Free yourself and live your highest destiny. Fly with an exclamation point. I am so glad I went to pull that last card from that deck, and I believe that is a beautiful and glorious message to end on. I hope you all feel the inspiration of that. And I hope you all take all of the messages to heart and put some of those in action. Most of all, I hope you manifest what you want to manifest this week, however you do that, through these messages or through whatever other means that you have. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Have a blessed week. I will see you back next week. Thank you, everyone. Great messages today. Thank you.